Have you ever wondered why your motivation runs out? Let's talk. Hey guys, welcome back to another Mind Right Monday. I'm your host, Bonnie Kelly. And so today we are talking about the 3 different types of motivation that we all run on and which one is better to keep your motivation muscles moving all year long. So depending on when you're watching this video, while I'm recording this, we're getting close to a brand new year. And with the new year comes the new improved excitement. We got New Year's resolutions. We feel inspired to commit to finally losing that weight, to saving that money, to quitting our jobs. We are so excited and we can take on the world. But did you know that 90% of New Year's resolutions fail in the first 3 weeks? Yeah. That's probably why a lot of you don't set New Year's resolutions anymore. You think that they're just going to lead to disappointment or what's the point? But that doesn't mean you shouldn't. What we should look at is what's your motivation and what is fueling your ability to have the success into accomplishing those goals that you have set forth for you. So today, again, I'm going to talk about the 3 different types of motivations. And to give it the easiest analogy, I'm actually going to use something that I heard from the owner of Bulletproof. He was talking about 3 different types of fuel, and he was referencing wood. So today I'm going to use kind of that same analogy to help you when it comes to getting sustainable, long-lasting motivation. So the 3 different types of wood, or the 3 different types of fuel he was referring to is kindling, logs, and coal. Now, all 3 of them are used to produce heat, to make fire, to have energy. But some of them are more sustainable than others, meaning that kindling is quick. It's going to burn fast. It's going to flare out very, very quickly. Logs are going to last a lot longer, but coal is a lot more sustainable. It is a fuel source that is going to burn evenly and longer lasting. So now let's apply these different types of fuel to motivation. Starting with the first one, which is kindling. Okay, kindling would be fear motivation. All right, we need to have a serious, honest conversation with ourselves. Most people don't want to acknowledge that fear is the primary motivator behind your desire to change. Maybe we fear getting left behind, abandoned. Maybe we fear being a disappointment, fear that we're not enough, fear that we're not worthy or we can't make it. Whatever the fear is, that's what's going to get us to have that quick, burning fuel. Now, that's the negative side of it. The opposite side of it is excitement, okay? Excitement is an emotion that is like kindling. It comes in flaming hot, but can burn out very quickly. And so we have to recognize, all right, wait a minute, where is this motivation? If it's coming from fear or maybe just excitement, that's not going to be sustainable. That's not going to get you through the hump of the first 3 weeks of that new goal that you set out for yourself and sustain you all year long. So we might need to start looking at some of the other means of fueling our motivation. Let's lead to the next one, which is logs. Logs are conditioning. All right, you guys, so conditioned programming. If you don't know this about me, I talk a lot about the power of the subconscious mind. Just check out any of my other recorded videos, you guys, and learn all about how our past is driving our decisions in the present. But logs means that it's more sustainable, that we're going to have more motivation for longer periods of time. Well, if we've had pre-existing conditions of the mind saying that you can do this or this is how we do things, then you're going to have more motivation. But again, this could have a negative or positive connotation to it. Let's go to the negative. The negative would be if you have any kind of insecurity or inadequacy that you believe about yourself and you allow that to be the fuel for the change. Let me explain. If you believe that you're not good enough, you don't matter, you're not worthy, you're not capable, you don't deserve. If you believe any kind of negative thing, such as you're stupid or that you can't do anything right, then that pre-existing conditioning, meaning that story that's inside of your mind that's been there for years and years and years, is going to be the fuel that's going to perpetuate you moving forward. Now, here's the thing. What I mean by that is that if we're afraid that we're not good enough, then we are going to constantly be in a state of people-pleasing to try to not and avoid validating that experience. But yet it still continues to happen, and that's when we can get demotivated by things. Or we could feel that we're unlovable. And if you feel that, then that could be the motivator why you continue to go to the gym, because in your mind you think only skinny people get love. Or it's the opposite, is that you don't want love because love is painful, and so you keep on extra weight to be able to not have to feel love. I mean, there's so many things from our past experiences that are shaping and conditioning and are the logs, that slow burning fuel that we are operating on. So you have to ask yourself, what from my past is fueling my decisions from today that continues to fuel me as I move forward? And is it coming from a place that really fills me up? So the other past experiences, which is the preconditioning, can be also a positive aspect. What I mean by that is if you believe that you're worthy and you're good enough, that's going to motivate you to continue to make decisions. So if that's the case, don't change it. All right, let's talk about the third and last type of energy source. The fuel, the longest lasting, the most sustainable, but also not that great for the environment, let's be honest, coal. All right, so coal is a more sustainable fuel, and this actually would be reference to self-confidence and self-worthiness. Now, when we are making decisions from a place of already knowing that who you are is good enough, already knowing that you are worthy and deserving, already knowing that you have nothing to prove to anyone, then that's going to be that sustainable, longer-lasting motivation that's going to serve you throughout your whole life. Now, when I say that's going to serve you, it means that you're going to know when to put on the gas and to pull it off, when to be able to move forward and to slow down, when to speak up and when to pause, because you're coming from a place of knowing yourself, of having and knowing your identity and your worth, and it's not going from any place that's going to need to prove anything to anyone. So hopefully that you are really starting to look at yourself and track what kind of motivation, what kind of fuel am I operating on? And as you're approaching this new year or whenever you're watching this video, is to begin to start coming and making decisions for change from a place of worthiness. Now, if you need help with that, as always, we're here for you every step of the way. I have a year-long program with your name all over it. If you're like, how do I do that? Well, the truth is we gotta get control of fear, and we gotta do the work to untangle the pre-existing conditioning to know thyself. So if you need any assistance with that, let me know. Until next time, I'm Bonnie Kelly. Did you enjoy this video? I hope so. As always, it's brought to you from viewers just like you. If you have a personal development question you'd like to see answered, email me, getinspired@bonniekelly.me. And if you're ready to take the plunge right here, right now, to start working on yourself and reclaiming mental and emotional control, you have to check out my 21-day emotional detox. You can snag the first 7 days free right here, right now, for free. No credit card required. Just click the link. That be it. Till next time, guys, I'm Bonnie Kelly.